So today's topic is one of the most important, I am repeating, one of the most important and relevant topics so far as compliance of GST is concerned. Because in our earlier topic we have understood the taxable event, when the taxable event is taking place or occurring. But today we are going to discuss that even after the happening of taxable event, the liability to pay tax does not arise. It arises on a later date, and that can be determined only on the basis of time of supply provisions that we are going to discuss today. So the first topic that we will be covering is time of supply of goods, then time of supply of services, then change in effective rate of tax, and along with time of supply of goods and services we will be discussing the very crucial part, that is tax invoicing. And after the change in rate of effective tax, we will be discussing and covering the invoice rules and formats that was there in the public domain on 29th of September 2016. So now, my dear friends, let us begin with the presentation of the day. These are several relevant sections that we will be covering today. Clause 30 of section 2, continuous supply of goods. Clause 31 of section 2, continuous supply of services. Clause 81 of section 2, recipient. Clause 85 of section 2, removal. Clause 87 of section 2, reverse charge. Clause 94 of section 2, supplier. And clause 104 of section 2, time of supply of goods. And clause 105 of section 2, that is time of supply of services. These are certain definitions that we will be covering along with the deliberation of the day. And here comes the important section, which is section 12. Section 12, which provides for the time of supply of goods. Thereafter we will be discussing section 13, which deals with time of supply of services. And then change in rate of tax, we will be dealing with that, and the provisions contained are in section 14. Along with all these 12, 13 and 14, we will be discussing section 28 when and wherever it is required. And if after the discussion of section 28 provisions along with section 12 and 13, there are some sections which are left out, we will be covering those sections. Once those are covered, we will be covering the invoice, that is tax invoice, rules and formats. So now let us begin first with time of supply of goods. So now let us start answering the questions one by one. First question that I would like to take is asked by Mr. Ravi Bura. He is asking, I received internet service through wire and service provider invoices me on regular basis, but there is no specific contract with him. It's an oral agreement. So is this valid, or contract should be in written format only in a legal form? No, it's valid. See, under the Contract Act also written as well as oral, both contracts are binding. So no problem. If it is oral, then also no problem. It's valid contract. No, it's okay. If a contract is defined, again Mr. Ravi Bora has asked, if the contract defined, or we need to interpret definition as per the, we need to see the definitions as per the Indian Contract Act only, that will be applicable. Further it says, Mr. Ravi Bora only, in which case section 28.8 will be triggered for invoicing. Can you give examples? 28.8 was for goods sent on approval basis, right? नाउ इन केस ऑफ ज्वेलरी, इन केस ऑफ गारमेंट्स, अभी आप क्या कर रहे हैं सर कि आपने अपने गारमेंट्स कहीं से मंगा लिए बाहर से, एंड द पर्सन फ्रॉम whom you have asked for the garments or you have got the received the garment, you have told that कि मैं इसका अप्रूवल देता हूँ सर थोड़े टाइम में. जनरली प्रैक्टिकली 6 महीना नहीं होता है, बट देन ऑल्सो दे हैव गिवन 2 स्पेसिफिक डेट्स, दैट इज 6 months. अगर 6 महीने तक भी आपका नहीं आया तो जैसे ही 6 महीना लैप्स होगा, इमीडिएटली उसके बाद का जो दिन होगा इट विल बी रिगार्डेड कि आपका सप्लाई हो गया. और नॉर्मल सिचुएशन में जो होता है वो ये होता है कि आपका अप्रूवल पे गया है, जैसे ही आप अप्रूव करते हैं तो इमीडिएटली बिफोर और एट द टाइम व्हेन इट इज अप्रूव्ड. तो इसका मतलब या तो आप उसके पहले इनवॉइस कर दिए, जैसे आपने जो रिसीव किए गारमेंट्स या ज्वेलरी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ अप्रूवल दैट यू विल बी गिविंग एट लेटर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, लेकिन आपने उसको बोल दिया कि 99.9% वो अप्रूव्ड है. सो हियर इज एन ऑप्शन, he can issue an invoice either before you confirm that the supply has been done or at the time when you are confirming when the supply is done. But if you are not confirming for 6 months, तो जैसे ही 6 month lapse होगा उसके immediately बाद के दिन पे it will be compulsory for him to issue a tax invoice presuming that the supply has been made irrespective of the fact that you have not given the approval up till now.